Hello everyone and welcome. How's everyone doing today? DSP here live on the stream. It is a lovely Wednesday afternoon for me. It actually just past noon here. For many of you I know it's the evening. For many of you it may be earlier. Who knows? But I welcome you to my gameplay stream for today. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. July 6th, 2016 is the date. And today we're making history. That's right. Today is the day that I stream completely nude. No, I'm kidding. That's not the truth. I'm fully clothed. Don't worry about that, okay? No, today is the day when I actually return to a game that was one of the very first major full playthroughs that I ever did for YouTube way back in March of 2009. Yeah, we're talking 7.5 years ago. Pretty crazy. What a crazy ride. Who would have thought that 7.5 years ago, when I was screwing around, I had a full-time office job at the time, and I didn't have anything to do direct capture, right? And I didn't have anything to do great commentary capture, no professional mic setup, no soundproofing foam on the walls, or anything like that. And I lived in this condo. Actually, yeah. At that point, at that point, I was living in the No, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I was in the condo. At that point, I might not have moved into my condo yet. I think I bought it. I can't remember if I bought my condo in Connecticut in the summer of 2008 or 2009. It was one of those two. I actually think it was the summer of 2009 now. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I can confirm that, and the reason I can confirm that is because that's when Street Fighter 4 came out that year, and we were playing it when I moved in, so I was still living with my freaking parents. Holy shit. 7.5 years ago. Living with my parents. In a little cramped room, a little tiny bedroom, in a house that was always hot as balls, taking digital cameras and lining them up with a television, trying to get them to capture this video of a game, recording for YouTube, doing live commentary and uploading. Who would have thought way back then that this kind of silly little hobby and thing that I did just for giggles, there was no money to be made back then. You couldn't monetize gameplay videos, at that point. Who would have thought that it would have blown up, right, into me doing this full-time, being way more professional, not only playing video games, but recording it, at a much higher professional quality, live streaming daily, doing pretty awesome style reviews and stuff. Like, who would have thought? Never. Are you kidding me? Back then, this was like a pastime for me to just kill time. I would play the game, I would have a drink, I would dick around, and, a lot of people say that they actually, some of the first videos they ever saw of mine were of me playing Resident Evil 5. In particular, a lot of people say, the Lost in Nightmares. The Lost in Nightmares DLC, which got over 1 million views when I played it, okay? That was how they first saw me on YouTube. I first got my notoriety. Now, Lost in Nightmares, I didn't play until 2010. So that was another full year after I had played Resident Evil 5. And it was, a little bit much better quality. My camera was a lot more better set up at that point and everything. When I talk about the Resident Evil 5 playthrough, it was very guerrilla style. It was very unprofessional. In fact, I've talked about this many times, that after playing through maybe the first third to half of the game, that I basically got a little rundown about it. At that point, I've been jumping back into mainstream console gaming for the first time in the greater part of a decade, and I hadn't played Resident Evil 4. So for me, playing Resident Evil 5 was like a brand new experience, and I actually thought the game was a little bit difficult. So I remember saying, I want to do co-op, but I didn't know anyone who was playing the game. So I had to kind of just go online for a random cooperative partner, and pretty much this person who I played the game with for a couple days kind of carried me through it. and led me around and showed me what I was supposed to be doing, because I didn't know what I was doing in the game. I was so lost at that point, right? And honestly, it wasn't a very good playthrough in my opinion. Like, the first half I thought was really good, with some great comedy and improv commentary and stuff, but then the playthrough kind of fell into the toilet when about halfway through I had this guy carrying me, basically, and the commentary wasn't very good because I was drinking a ton. I remember I was drinking rum and coke and, trying to play the game, and it just wasn't a very good time, in my opinion. I think that it was a playthrough that started great, and I just wanted to finish it, and I kind of, did what I could to finish it. You know what I mean? So, here we are 7.5 years later. July of 2016, Resident Evil 5 has been released in a remastered version for modern consoles. Improved graphics, better frame rate, all of the stuff included for $20, including DLCs, a new Mercs mode. Apparently Mercs mode is completely new. They've combined like a lot of the content from different Mercs modes over the years into one kind of unified Mercs mode. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And being that it is the summertime, right? It is the summertime. It is downtime. There's nothing going on right now in the realm of new game releases and all of that. Nothing is happening. It's a pretty dead time of the year for game releases. Now is the perfect time to jump into Resident Evil 5. Excuse me. A little tickle in my throat there. And, pretty awesome, in my opinion, that they actually timed the re-release of this game perfectly. Like, they released it last week. What a perfect timing for an HD re-release like this, or a remaster, because the original game was in HD. Simply because it's the summer. This is the time when people will have a few extra bucks. They want to sink it into something that's going to give them a significant amount of gameplay time, right? And they have a lot of free time. This is the time to do it. Capcom actually got it right with the re-release of Resident Evil 5, in my opinion. Great timing, okay? So, I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. I'm going to actually experience the full game firsthand for the very first time. Live commentary, unlike what I was doing the first time I played it, which was kind of bootleg and not very good. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun week, because I'm actually starting this today, okay? Tomorrow night I'll be playing it as well, but I probably won't be live streaming it. I'll probably play it for about 2 hours tomorrow night offline. But then this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be playing the game on my streams. So I hope you'll come back this weekend if you have some free time and join me here for Resident Evil 5 all weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, and then I'll try to finish it up next week. Should be good. I'm excited. I hope you are too. So that is the deal. Now, let me just give you a brief idea of what to expect in the next few days. And then we'll do our gratuitous plugs, and then we'll get started, all right? So, today, Resident Evil 5 right here on the stream. Going to be a fun one. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a different kind of video for KO Gaming. It's not going to be a review. I know that most videos I've done for that channel have been reviews. In fact, on Monday, I released my review of the Street Fighter V Story Mode, which has over 8,000 views already in only one day, which is pretty sweet, so thank you for that to those who checked it out. But I'm going to be doing a rant video about my recent experiences with the LEGO franchise of games, the incredible amount of problems I've been having with these games with game-breaking bugs, and the fact that this series is considered a mainstream major series, yet it has no polish to it whatsoever. I'm pissed off. 2 games now I've gotten burnt on, back-to-back of the LEGO franchise, and I'm tired of this shit, and I'm going to vent a little bit. So, that should be interesting. An interesting video tonight on KO Gaming. Hope you'll check that out. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, Ask the King returns. For the first time in over 2 months. It was actually, I believe, late April when I did the last one. Don't quote me on that. I'm almost positive that it was around April that I did my last Ask the King video. But it's tomorrow. Okay, so please post up your questions on the kingofhate.com forums. You don't have much time left. You must post up quickly if you want to get your questions answered. Alright, so please head over to the kingofhate.com forums and post them up, because the more questions, the better the show is. Alright? That's going to be good. In addition to that, Like I said, tomorrow night will be more Resident Evil 5. Friday is my final multiplayer with the patrons. The event from last week had a kind of a fallback date, which is this Friday. So for my gameplay stream on Friday, I'm going to be doing half Uncharted 4 and half Rocket League. All right, that'll be fun. About 3.5 hours of a little bit more multiplayer with patrons. And then Friday night, I'm going to be doing some Persona 3. So more Persona 3 for you this week, and there's going to be a lot more of it next week in particular, actually. And then, as I've already mentioned, this weekend will be Resident Evil 5 all weekend. Monday's up in the air. It depends on, how far I've gotten in Resident Evil 5. I don't know if I'll have beaten it over the weekend or not. If I didn't, I'll probably try to finish it up on Monday. Maybe even do some of the Mercs mode and stuff like that so I can check out the new stuff that's in the game. So there you have it. That's kind of the plans. And next week we've got a new Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie DLC I'll be checking out. There'll be a lot more Persona 3 next week. So it'll be an interesting mix. I'm on the fence about getting this stupid Ghostbusters game next week because the game looks absolutely terrible. It actually looks identical to Sanctum of Slime from years ago. This game that was a fucking piece of shit. And it looks like it's the same game, only now they've basically made the 4 female girl, the actresses or characters from the new Ghostbusters reboot. Oh boy, they're the main characters now. So it's the same fucking shitty game with 4 girls instead of guys, but now it's going to be like a bestseller. Watch it be like the best-selling game of the summer just because there's 4 female protagonists. It's the new Ghostbusters. And feminists are so fucking crazy about this piece of shit movie. So I'm on the fence about playing it because I might play it just to see how bad it is and then review it. And people aren't going to like it if it's a bad game, trust me. But we'll see. Alright, we shall see. That's next week. So anyway, that's kind of a preview of what you can expect over the next few days, alright? Alright, so, I think it's time. Let's just do some gratuitous plugs, then we'll get started, okay? So I'd like to say thank you to all of you who've been watching my live streams, watching my on-demand videos. Over the past several months, I've now had 4 straight months of great business performance. Heading into the summer, full head of steam. I'm feeling very positive. I hope you are too. And, yeah. Thank you for that. Makes me very positive to come here and be playing, again, like Resident Evil 5 again and doing all this stuff daily and knowing that a lot of people are enjoying it, okay? So, thank you for all of that. If you would like to do something a little extra to maybe promote the business, to help me, to allow me to continue to do this full time and continue to provide free content for you on a daily basis, there's many ways that you can help. First of all, social media, @TheyCallMeDSP, where you can spread the word on social media about me and the videos that I'm putting out. You can follow me on social media if you want to be in the know about my schedule on a daily basis. I post up an amended schedule so you know what's going on. I put up pictures about fun stuff that I'm doing. If I go out and do something interesting, maybe I'll snap a picture and I share it with everyone. It's basically the go-to place to be in the know about me and what's going on with me. @TheyCallMeDSP on Twitter. Then you've got KO Gaming. As I already mentioned previously, it is my channel where I do highly edited content such as game reviews, countdowns, and more. Tonight I'll be putting out that rant video about the LEGO games, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. That's at youtube.com/KOGaming1. You can check out the Amazon Associate link in the description of all of my videos and live streams. If you already shop on Amazon.com and you live in the United States, this is a no-brainer. You just click on that link, you go shopping, and I get a few referral bucks for it, okay? So, pretty happy is what I meant to say. With the people who have been using that. There's a consistent group of people who've been using it, and I get a few bucks a month from it. Every little bit helps, so thank you to those who have been using it. And if you haven't been, how dare you? I'm kidding. Also, you've got my Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil, where your monthly pledges earn you personal perks like getting verbal or text thank yous in my videos, getting premium forum access so you can vote on upcoming events, being able to get your questions answered on Ask the King. Hint, hint, I just mentioned that it's tomorrow, so some people will be getting their questions answered, and also getting a private Q&A video made. Pretty awesome perks. Also, there's a monthly goal that everyone is contributing towards, and for the month of July, I set it up very early so everyone would know what they're contributing towards this month. This month is the return of the Patron's Choice playthrough. If we hit the funding goal for this month, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be doing whatever the patrons want me to play. They'll be nominating and then voting on a game for me to play either in late August or early September. I'm going to be honest with everyone, it's probably going to be early September because late August looks like it's jam-packed full of new releases, all right? So, please check it out at patreon.com/darksidefil and consider pledging, especially if you like the daily free stuff that I do and you want to go the extra mile. That's how you can do it. Of course, there's my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, where you can get all kinds of stuff such as Ask the King or my ongoing series DSP Tries It, or if I go out somewhere and I do like vlogs of a vacation. By the way, I'm taking some time off later this month where I will be doing some vlogging of kind of a mini vacation that I'll be doing. So that'll be fun for the channel, all right? And then, of course, there is my girlfriend's business, The Black Currant, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. The business has been in business for about 1.5 years now, has nothing but positive feedback, and you'd be incredibly surprised how many people that are fans of our gameplay and streaming of YouTube who've checked out this business, bought some product, and were like, holy shit, this stuff is way better than stuff you would buy in the store. It's healthier for your skin. It smells great. We've got so many people that have become repeat customers who just ordered on a whim and were like, holy crap, this is great. It's also great for gifts. So please check it out. Etsy.com/shop/The Black Currant. The link is right here on your screen right now. Okay? Is okay? Is that right? Is that right? Is okay? Alright, thank you everyone for being patient. The plugs are over. And now, the Magini. Is it Mangini or Magini? I forget if there's an N in there. Mangini or Magini. Anyway, they're about to get fucked up. Alright, everyone. Thank you, and let us begin. Resident Evil 5 Remastered, my first legitimate run through the game. 7.5 years later, let's do it.